think about a console table or a buffet or even a dresser, and it's just, you know, the straight furniture piece, you have nothing on top. But if you add a vessel like this, even with nothing in it, you're all of a sudden,
My name is Lisa Santaki. I'm a designer and interior stylist. And if interior design and decor are your thing, hit that subscribe button and follow along.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you are new here, my name is Lisa. I am a designer and interior stylist. I work on luxury residential homes, both new builds and renovation projects. And I absolutely love sharing decor finds with you guys here. My most recent upload for home decor finds, kind of teaching you guys what to look for when purchasing pieces, how to find quality pieces for less. That one was a hit. So I had purchased a few more items that I didn't share in that video. So I'm going to be sharing them with you today. But we're going to start off with the biggest one because it's heavy and it's taking up space. So let's get into it. So, okay. So the first one, oh my goodness. This one is, oh my God. Hold on. I can't even read that. It's $69.99, $70. This thing's a beast. You can see the size of this piece compared to me, and it is stone and resin. That's how I would describe it, because it is definitely stone. I can see quartz flecks within this, but I don't think this is carved out of solid stone. I think it's probably a mix of resin and stone, although it does feel like stone, so who knows. And this, like I said, it's heavy. But what I love about this, okay, first of all, size. This is incredible. Oh, I think I'm hitting my mic there. Hopefully you guys can hear me. This is incredible for a kitchen island or a kitchen table, like a dining table. And you can set this up and have fruits, like an oversized large fruit bowl. I would also use this as, like, if you have a circular coffee table, I'm struggling with this. If you have a circular coffee table, to have a candle in here, some matches, a few other items as an oversized catch-all, this is incredible. So this piece is, I would say, about 20 to 22 inches in width. So it is big. It's not quite 2 feet. It's just under, but it's definitely a big bowl. And what I loved about it, again, the weight. You guys know I love the weight. The fact that it has this stone fleck running through it. Let's see if I can point it up to you guys. I don't know if you can see that on camera, but it has almost like this quartzite fleck to it, and then this absolutely stunning scallop detail that goes around the full circumference of this. It's so pretty. I'm out of breath. It's so pretty. It's such a unique piece, and this is something that can be put in many different interior styles. So I would place this in a transitional interior, and I would also put it in a modern or a contemporary interior. Another versatile piece, great oversized find. And then again, you can see this detail along the side as well. Just beautiful. Okay, so let's get this out of the way. Okay, the next vessel. This is $39.99, so $40. Remember, these prices are Canadian. And like I've mentioned before, you can't shop these because I'm picking these up from my local HomeSense, which is similar to Home Goods in the US. Marshall's is the same as HomeSense here. I think you guys have Marshall's in the US. And then I know a few of my viewers are from Europe and other places as well. So the premise of these videos, the idea of these videos is to give you some insight on what to look for, what I look for as a designer and a stylist in these pieces so that you can go out and confidently shop. If you remember these things, like the textures, the weight, the size, and how I would style them, then when you go out shopping, you can remember those things and shop confidently. So this one, another heavy piece, it's porcelain. You can kind of hear that it has that porcelain or ceramic sound to it. I think it's actually, it sounds more like porcelain. But it has this really amazing texture and glaze to it. So this is what I was saying, how I'm obsessed with different textures and how a piece like this, just so small, insignificant in price, like $40 for a decor item is such a great price. Something like this can completely transform a space. So you think about a console table or a buffet, or even a dresser, and it's just, you know, the straight furniture piece, you have nothing on top. But if you add a vessel like this, even with nothing in it, you're all of a sudden, adding a height, you're adding this sculptural texture, these curves to the space, which creates visual interest. But then you're injecting things like this that I'm a sucker for. All this texture. And yes, this is a creamy white, but depending on what it's paired with, it'll look so good with a variety of different colors. Like I've used this wall as an example before because it is a green, but you pair this with a green wall like this and a black fixture, or even I have some other earthy tones or grays here. And you can see it's just so versatile in pairing with other items in different colors, but you're injecting texture, shape, some height, just absolutely beautiful. So these are the things to look for. And again, it's a heavier piece. It does sound like porcelain to me, but that glaze, like that, it's got like this, I don't know if you can see it. It's got all this bubbling to the surface. And then there's some open spots, and you can kind of see there's like this grayish brown, I would call it, below. I love it. So I'm always showing you guys vessels, but another way you can style a space and a bookshelf or even a dresser or a nightstand is with picture frames. So obviously you're going to put art or your family photos within these, but I got these two because a lot of the time I find people get overwhelmed or intimidated by picture frames and how to style them or which ones to put together. So this is the most simplest example that I can come up with, but choosing different thicknesses and frames. So this one is a wood frame and it has this black stain on it. I picked this up for $14.99, so $15 for this one, and it's relatively large, and it takes a larger print, 8x10, an 8x10 print, and it doesn't have a matting, so you can put a really cute piece of art in this. And then this one that has a very simple black metal frame. I picked this one up for $9.99, so $10, and it is 5x7, and it does have a white mat. So what you're doing here is you're giving a visual interest by layering the two. I would layer these. You have the nice thicker frame behind, and then you have the thinner frame in the foreground. And then you have this white mat that gives that visual interest as well. And you can put family photos, like I said, or you can do complementary art. Something like this looks so good together. So another thing to consider and think of when you're purchasing home decor, picture frames. Again, you think of bookshelves, obviously you would put picture frames on bookshelves, but we get stuck sometimes on, should we go with the same frame? Should I go with the same thickness, the same color? Yes, you can definitely do the same color, but if you're gonna do it, mix it up a bit. Give your shelf or your bookshelf some visual interest and change up the frame thickness and the matting. Make it a little bit different. Actually, I'm gonna put this here. Okay, so the next one that I have This is huge and it's heavy. It's another heavy one. So this is a larger vessel. Again, look at it compared to me, massive. I picked this one up for $39.99, so $40. It is pottery, some sort of pottery. It is so heavy. You can hear it. It's not porcelain. I can hear that it's not porcelain, but it is definitely some kind of pottery. It looks like clay, to be honest with you. You can kind of see on the bottom that kind of terracotta color coming through. But the things that I love about this, okay, I've told you guys before how I love styling branches. This is one of those vessels that would look good just on its own because look at that. And then it would also look good as a vessel to put larger branches in, specifically larger branches. This is a heavy vessel. It's got that narrow tapered neck that I always talk about with the wider opening at the top. So you can stick a few branches in, and then the weight of this item allows you to put the branches in, have big, beautiful branches without worrying about it, whether or not it's going to topple over. So another incredible piece. So we're looking at, again, size, shape. This has got a beautiful curve to it. It has that narrow tapered neck on it. A beautiful piece that can be styled on its own because of the size and the shape, but then again, used with branches. And then this is one of the things I loved about it. Look at the finish on this. It's almost like a paint splatter. It reminds me of a Pollock painting. So beautiful. Okay, and then it has that paint splatter type texture is in this white, like a very crisp white. And then the underside has almost like this grayish brown. So another one where you have a piece that can be styled in many different spaces based on the shape, the size, and the color range. You're not going to be limited to where you can put a piece like this because it's a neutral color. And you can see, like, from far away, it reads as like almost like a soft white or a soft gray, but up close, you get that full color range there. So just another stunning piece. I love it. It says it's handmade in Portugal. Last one. I think this is probably my favorite. So this is another clay piece, smaller, but what caught me was, let's get the price for you. It is $29.99. It's textural. You can hear it. It's got a very rough texture to it. It's got this finish on it. It's not terrazzo, but it has that kind of terrazzo type finish to it where it looks like terrazzo. I love the color. It's like this taupe with this light warm gray terrazzo splatter. I'm gonna still call it terrazzo because it very much looks like terrazzo to me. So there's that, the color range, but then it's this narrow vessel, like check that out, right? And then it has this long narrow neck again with the opening. So again, you can style branches in this, which would look so cool. And these handles, like, what a unique piece. And again, this can go completely on its own because it's just so unique. And then style-wise, I didn't mention the last one, the larger one. I'll come back to that where I would style it. But this one, front entry console, all day. Like, this is perfect for that. A buffet, a dining table, a nightstand, your office desk. Like, it's not taking up any space, but it's so unique and it's so beautiful. It has a sand texture. I don't know if you can see. I think you can see there. Like, it's so unique. I love it. And then style-wise, interiors, and this will go in any interior. Modern, as a more primitive item in it. It has almost like that primitive look. It could be paired with a contemporary interior, transitional. I would even put this in a traditional interior if the color range around it works. I think that's one of the things with a lot of the mixing of items in space style-wise, is if you have that right color range, you can start injecting items that you would think normally wouldn't go, but then there's that juxtaposition between the items that creates visual interest in the space and gives this kind of interesting look and feel to the space. So something like this would totally do that. This one is another one that I would place in all different styles of interiors. Traditional, transitional, modern, contemporary, and it can go anywhere. Anywhere that will take an item this big, like a surface that can handle an item this big, definitely use this. Or I would definitely use it. I'm not telling you to, but I would definitely use this. Maybe not a desk, or maybe, it depends on how you use your desk. If it's just for a laptop and it's a massive desk, like very oversized in the corner on the side, styled nicely, would some branches would be a nice look. But again, very versatile in the style, the aesthetic range. And then again, all of these with their color ranges work in so many different interiors because you have a very neutral palette that you're working with the vessels. You can pair it with anything. And then that also allows you to move it around to different rooms. So if you have a room that's, let's say, navy blue, and you want to use something like this, you can totally do that. And then if you want to move this to a room that's more in the beige tones, again, it'll work. So always consider size, shape, if it's a dramatic shape, how you plan to use it. So if you're going to style it with branches, or if you want it to be versatile where you can style it with or without branches. I mean, like, it's just cool on its own, right? Just very unique. And then again, picture frames are always a great option. Style a bookshelf, a nightstand, a desk, a credenza, like the list goes on, right? Another thing that's very versatile and that can dress up a space and then also inject art if you choose to do that. Or you can just put family photos in them. That's it for today's episode. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already.